Alejandro, I'm very proud to have you here in my studio in Gouda, in the Balzaal. And you just had a very nice workshop. How do you look back at this workshop?
I enjoyed it very much because for me to teach and this topic about biotango is not only to teach biodanza, who is already my family, but it's also my roots as Argentinian.
Yeah.
And it have a deep connection with earth for me, with my earth.
Yeah.
So to be so far from my land, 12,000 kilometers or something, and bringing this back, because this actually born, the seeds were coming from here, from Europe, and a little bit from Africa, but I mean, it grew in Argentina, and to take it back is like, look what happened to you in 100 years.
Great. So it's a bit like coming home here.
Yes. And the people, I mean, you saw them dance, and they danced the soul of tango in just one night.
Yes.
And in tango also we said you cannot learn to dance tango in only one night, and this is not true. We experienced that tonight, and it was magic.
And you said something nice about the Japanese people with the carpet. What did you say exactly?
Yes, because actually the world champion of tango, they have this kind of contest, are Japanese people, and because they are very technician guys, and that's alright, but one day one Japanese guy arrived with a nice carpet, and they put the carpet with a lot of footprints on, with the prints, blueprints for him and pink print for her, and with numbers, and if you respect the numbers you were dancing tango. And I'm sorry, Mr. Japanese guy, but this is not tango, this is a carpet. So
how did he respond on that?
Yes, this is the response of that, because tango is something else. It's about soul. It's about feeling the silence too.
And that's what you saw tonight in the Balzaal.
Yes, exactly. I saw that this night in the people dancing the silence, dancing the stillness, because in the stillness they cross looking in each other's eyes for a while in silence, like wondering what's going to happen now, and that's the moment where magic happened and encounter happened, and dance start to come out.
Is it also what you expected before you came here?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because there are biodanza people who were dancing, they're more receptive. I cannot come up with this topic with a new public who they don't know biodanza and to try to do biotango because it don't works. The people need to be in contact with themselves and feeling comfortable to go to find the other one, to dance with someone else.
Yeah.
I don't know with whom, but with someone else.
Great, yeah. Well, when you see the smiles on the faces, I think they had a wonderful night tonight.
Yes, that was for me the best reward.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about Biodanza and the future. You are the grandson of the founder. Do you really feel you are in his footprints?
I feel very, very honored, very grateful about the gift Rolando Toro offered me. He offered me my career. I think I'm doing a different path than my grandfather.
How different? In what way?
In which way? Well, when he started with the biodanza, he had already 40 years. I'm 34 now, but I spent all my life doing biodanza, and then for me it's different than it was for him. When I grow up little by little, I remember at school, 6 years old, kindergarten, and the companions asked to me, "What did you do this weekend, Alejandro?" And I answered to them, the usual, dance with my father and mother at home with friends who are coming home because the school of dance are happening at home. "Okay, you dance with your father and mother?" "Yes, of course. You don't dance with your father and mother?" And they said, "No, we don't." "Oh, you know, Jose, he don't dance with father and mother." "Okay, you too. You neither dance." Okay. And for me it was normal to dance.
Yeah.
And to dance with
Since you were a little boy.
Yes. And it was not the same for my grandfather. So here is a big difference about
He
that.
started at 40, your grandfather?
Yes, more or less.
Yeah.
And
Did you have many conversations with him? Had you close
Yes.
contact? Okay.
a lot,
Yeah.
a lot.
Mhm.
And he was, in 2 days from now is going to be his birthday.
Okay.
19th of April is the Worldwide Biodanza Day.
Mhm.
Then everywhere around the world, the 19th of April, we are dancing.
Are you going to celebrate it?
Yes, we are going to celebrate it here.
Great.
A special vivencia. And this is also something very great. I mean,
You are from the new generation. Tonight there were a lot of young people also.
yes.
One of the questions of the girls was, how do you see the future of Biodanza for this generation?
Yes, very different than before, because before we had people who are already made the training of psychology or architecture or whatever, and then they start to do biodanza, and then they like it, and then they go to the school of biodanza. They structure themselves a little bit to understand things who are not logical, who happen in biodanza, kind of how the emotional world works, and try to understand that. It's very complex. And to learn to be a facilitator. And that was the past. Now, we have all this wave of children, of young people doing the training at 19, 18, 17 years old. We have this wonderful Kevin guy in Mendoza in Argentina who is already teacher, and he have 19 years old.
That's quite young.
Yes, he's quite young. And he's not the only one. I mean, I get my title at 18 years old.
Okay.
So it's a great thing, because we don't need to destructure ourselves to relearn. We don't relearn, we learn. We are learning.
Yes.
Then it's more evident, more easy. When you come to Biodanza and the teacher say to you, okay, let's do a dance to open our heart. And then you are there and you say, oh, open my heart. I have 40 years old. I have been hurted so many times in my heart. I'm going to open, and once again a girl going to come on my poor heart. Okay, I will open my heart, but only 30% or 40%. And you do your dance 40%. Well, Biodanza offer you the same amount of what you give to Biodanza in your dance. Then if you give in your dance 40%, you are going to learn 40%. But young people are there, 17 years old, and you told to them, okay, let's open our heart. And they don't have any wound. They don't have any scare. And they just open.
Yeah.
200%.
Yeah.
And they learn 200%. So that's why young people can learn in Biodanza faster, but also deeper. This is my experience.
Well, so what can elder people learn of this new generation?
I mean, they can learn different things, but about deepness. There are 3 exercises in Biodanza who touch me a lot, and they are made by people who have less than 22 years old. Exercises of Biodanza who pass through all the protocol of the IBF. That means I make an exercise of Biodanza, I put a music with this, I argue this exercise, why in Biodanza I have to be, I present this to the laboratory, to the IBF, I go and present these exercises, and the people who did that, because every teacher can do that, they have 22, 23 years old, 19, 18, and their exercise very deep, very strong, and they arrive there because they open
They dare to show their vulnerability, I think.
Yes.
That's the difference with older people, maybe.
Yes.
They are hurt and maybe more closed.
Yes. They don't care about what the people wait from me. I just accept the way I am, and if the people don't like me, it's their problem.
Do you see a trend that more people are open up their heart
Yes.
in these days?
Yes, it's more and more easy to see this, not only Biodanza but also in the worldwide. Maybe is why I like these sites like Facebook, Twitter, because they show us something. You go there, you have some friends or not so much, but you have this page with all people posting things around, and most of them are things about free hacks or harmony or chakras stuff or feng shui or, well, try to live a better life actually. In resume, to eat less sugar and a lot of things. The people are related to this, to love each other, to get take care about animals, about nature, about whatever. And but then you walk in the street and everyone is like, oh no, in not showing this.
No.
But Facebook and all these sites are a way of showing this without exposing me, and you can see what the people feel, what the people think, because they are not afraid anymore to share this.
Yeah.
And I can feel it more now, of course.
Yeah.
And more, I travel a lot around the world, and I like to visit the city and to see the places. And now if you spend 3-4 hours more or less in the town, you can see these people with free hacks or dancing in the places, and I don't remember this 10 years ago.
No. And how do you think Biodanza will attribute to that?
It's a tool.
Okay.
It's one tool more.
Yeah.
But the difference is this tool started 40 years ago.
And it's expanding.
It's expanding in a very exponential way.
Yeah. And do you see enough ambassadors to help that work?
A lot.
Okay. Also in the Netherlands?
Yes, a lot.
Yeah.
Here in Holland is a very special country. 6 schools already, and in a very small country. And this talk a lot about how the people need this, how they want it. Tonight we were like 80. It was magical night, and because the people want to dance.
Yeah, it's nice you said about the Netherlands. There are 6 schools. If you compare that with other countries all over the world, you have seen them all. Is Netherlands champion in the Biodanza?
I think about yes.
Okay.
About the land and the superficie, the surface, and the schools is one with more quantities of schools, more than any country in the world. Okay. Because maybe in Brazil you have a lot of schools, but it's a very big country. So, but the important thing is not how many schools they are, it's how harmony between the schools and the teachers they are. Yeah.
There are also some other trends in the dance events, like 5 rhythms, that kind of. How do you look at that?
Yes, well, anytime the people dance for me, it's alright. And many dances I like more than others. I enjoy more to dance zouk than 5 rhythms. I enjoy more to dance forró than to dance, I don't know, Irish dance. But I like every dance. And just to say, my enemy is not another kind of dance. It's the war, it's the racism, it's the politicians who are lying to the people. It's not the dance.
Are you very much busy with that, with politics?
It can, sometimes it's upset me a lot, yes. Yes.
So you follow the papers?
Yes.
You see what happens now in the Ukraine, Russia and the NAVO? Does it frighten you?
Yes, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. I don't agree Nobel Prize of Peace is doing war, actually, and no one can see this. Yeah, anyway. But yes, of course, touched me a lot because suck energy of the people. And the people who come to your classes are people who live in a country and are pissed off of the same things. Then a plane disappear and the people are touched. Then there is an earthquake in Japan and the people are touched. And you have to deal with this.
Yeah.
Like deal with weather. It's the same. Then of course I read papers.
Yeah. But at the same time we see a lot of change in the world. Eh? We are in a very fast...
And the papers are afraid to talk about that.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the good news about social media like Facebook. You already mentioned that. Because the world is more transparent.
Yes.
Yeah. You will stay a couple of days in Holland.
Yes.
And what are your plans the next couple of days?
Yes, in next couple of days we are going to make this training for how to get the Biodanza tool to go to teach to children and to teenagers, adolescents or young adults in schools, kindergartens and universities too.
Right.
Or educational system, whatever. Or actually can be private classes, but how to work with children, how to teach them to be related to contact, to respect each other, to make friends in a more easy way, to don't let the dreams they have to be crushed by other persons. So Biodanza can teach them that, and so we have to transform a little bit our tool of Biodanza, and this weekend is about this.
Okay.
Actually 2 weekends, but the first one.
Okay.
And it's for teachers, then for colleagues. I'm going to tell them my experience about that, mostly.
Okay. Great. I also heard you will be back in Holland later on this year.
Yes.
Great.
Well, I live in Belgium by the moment, so it's not so far
No.
for me.
Okay.
And but yes, we are coming. I'm coming back in May, and I hope to call Magic again for our next evening together with another topic.
Yeah.
We will see.
Have you a last message for the viewers of this film about Biodanza, the fans of Biodanza?
Yeah, always remember. Always remember the metaphor of life. The teacher, the facilitator who is giving the class, and this is you already maybe hear about the Da Vinci Code, where we have the Biodanza Code too, and your facilitator is talking to you when she's facilitating, and is talking about metaphors of life. And I'm going to tell you some of them, but the next you have to discover by yourself. Each time your teacher is telling to you, okay everyone, let's do a circle. The circle is the metaphor of let's do our community again. Let's rebuild our community, holding hands. And in this community, you are there, holding the hands of everyone. That's why your place is so important. The next metaphor is you are not in Biodanza for yourself because you like it, or you are representing 1,000 or 10,000 or 1 million people who look like you, feel like you and think like you, but maybe they are not here, they don't have the possibility to be in this circle, to dance, to share. Then each time you do an encounter, each time you look in each other's eyes, each time you kiss someone else, it's 1 million people who is kissing 1 million people. So you are making a very big change, just in the fact of holding a hand, making an embrace, giving a kiss.
Beautiful.
So,
Alejandro, thank you very much for your openness.
Thank you for having me, and I hope to see you soon, very soon.
Thank you very much.